piggyback? I think it's a great idea of the simple fact that, one, it's in the community, and if you really want to support your community, you just go to your site.
Absolutely.
And to tie that in to one of the things that we did, and what we're always trying to do, is just become, for all your business owners, become teachers of your craft, all right? I can't tell you how many times that we've given away information, teaching individuals on how to build credit, teaching individuals how to just start it. We've done college courses. You know, you can develop, you know, somehow get out there and tell individuals about what you're doing, but not necessarily sell it, but teach it. So individuals, all of a sudden now you got constant contact, you got Facebook, you got Twitter, you got all these sources where you can just give out tips and strategies where people will start. I mean, I can tell you how many times I've just gotten donations just because I've done workshops, you know. And oh wow, man, was a great, you know, those kids that you were working with the other day, man, let me give some more stuff where you can help your kids do financial literacy workshops with them. Just because we're just out teaching, you know, when I was starting out, it was a huge thing. So if all you need is $18,000, if you got your constant contact newsletter going out, trying to teach individuals on how to shop locally for local community-based organizations, so you can support your own community, someone's going to say, you know, man, you know. She deserves some of my support because she's out there because she's doing all this great stuff and teaching me. Why don't I give her $1,000, $2,000 to get started in developing that network? I mean, we've got, I don't know, 20,000 people at the click of a button that we can touch just by hitting up a newsletter, you know.
Only have about a minute left. Any other question for the panel? Question? Yes.
I have two questions. Is there, as far as VCs and raising money, is there a difference between I guess lending money to a company that provides a service as opposed to providing a product? Is there like two different guidelines? And if you have a service that you can prove it's definitely needed with I guess a community that's being grossly underserved, how important is your personal credit if you can show that servicing the people that aren't serviced can bring a lot of money?
Questions? Well, you mean in like low-income, like in those impoverished communities?
Well, all right, like I have two businesses, but the one that I would need money for, ironically, would be debt and lending. Like part of what I do is I help keep people in their homes that have been foreclosed on. And I want to expand basically to, I guess, purchase debt. Like right now, a lot of mortgage companies are out of business, and they have properties that are just there. And there's departments in these companies that just have pools of properties that they're selling at a discount. So I want to expand from that and go into other areas like auto, personal debt, where you can purchase that for low amounts and I guess collect what's owed. So I don't know how would I come to people like yourself to borrow money, and also cash advances. Like people, they look to borrow large sums of money, but there's a community of people that don't need $15,000. They might need $500 to pay the light bill, to pay their rent. And I notice in the South that's big, but up north you don't see that. So there's millions of people that need short-term loans to get by on a regular basis, that have jobs, that have families that can pay those back, and they're not being serviced at all. So I guess I don't know how I would come to borrow money, I guess to purchase debt and loan money.
Have you ever seen micro lending get financed?
I was just, the answer is in what you're in the area that you're referring to, extremely difficult, if almost impossible. It's
I didn't get the money back.
well, it becomes extremely involved. But my answer to you is that what I would do first and foremost is become versed in the area that you're referring to, meaning that you really do need to be a specialist as it relates to the understanding of funding and money and interest and who puts up money and what the security to it is. Otherwise, it's what I refer to as the Empire State Building loan, which is, I'd love to buy it. It only costs $250 million or whatever the number happens to be. Oh, by the way, did I forget to tell you I don't have any money?
Now, however, having
And so I'm not saying that you shouldn't have large goals. You do want to have large goals. But you want to make sure that as you're going after those goals that you are actually versed in the craft, so to speak, that you're looking to take on.
Gotta crawl before you walk.
And learn about it. Look at what Mohammed Yunus and others did in Asia, building some of the largest banks, highly profitable. They started with a triple bottom line, giving pennies away. Very profitable business if it can work. Maybe the way to do that, and you see it in our own communities, in Korean American grocery stores. They do it that. They've been doing it for years. They probably don't go to a panel like this for money because they're already keeping it in their community. So it's not undoable, but you need to be versed in the craft, and maybe a local business leader within a new immigrant community, Caribbean American community, Korean American community. That's where you might see some of that really evolve, and I think you might be onto something. But the question is, are you ready for the learning curve to pitch your sales?
Please don't charge over 36%
Don't
if you get into the cash
right.
advance business, because these folks are literally, it's criminal on how
It
they
is.
rob and
Horrible,
out
yeah.
there. So just keep it cash, man.
Yes, another question there, please.
Hi, I'm Lily Kill Williams. I'm with Cypress Local Corporation, and we work with Project Enterprise and places like that. I'm not a business owner, but we help people to start businesses, start their business plans and things like that. I'm working with a man now that he needs capital more than the Project Enterprises and other places can offer. He has a business plan, and he's looking for something in the neighborhood of about $500,000. He has a pain machine that really works. It's really effective. I fell and I use the services, and I don't have any pain anymore. But the situation is that he has one machine. He hasn't done any marketing, but he has lots of success stories of people benefiting from this machine. It could, in effect, replace chiropractic visits, physical therapy, and he's charging like $75 as opposed to whatever else people generally pay for going to multiple places to get relief from severe pain. I want to be able to get him before someone that has a threshold higher than a Project Enterprise. How can we facilitate that?
Get a card.
What was your answer?
Get a card.
Get a car.
Get a business card.
Oh, yeah. In other words,
You were running that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we were at a workshop working with the churches about a couple of years ago.
well, he already indicated that he believes in prayer as well. As part of I'm just saying. So, the fact is that that's a great answer. Give a card and don't be shy. That's a big part of it. Don't be shy. Keep knocking on doors. We've got time for one. I'm going to squeeze in one more question.
I just want to know if anybody's
Sorry.
invested in theater.
Have you seen investment in theaters?
Anybody else?
I don't know.
When I
That's
say
a hard
theater,
one.
I mean in plays.
That's a hard one.
Oh,
I
plays,
get,
yeah,
I get
that's
questions. We get a lot of questions. People who are starting out plays and productions and great ideas, but it's a hard one. I haven't been able to find anyone.
Okay, so if you're interested.
Question on that side? Did you have a question? Yes.
Yeah, a lot of major networking companies want you to make a list out of who you know and the telephone numbers, and then go down the list and try to contact them to get business. What do you recommend doing for yourself?
Blogging, free things. Twitter, Blogger, get out there. Write about your whatever it is, whatever story you're telling. Come to events like this and network and talk about it. Yes.
Yes, I'm a business owner, but I run out of cards. I design and make custom-made curtains. So I would like to know if anybody here would like to have custom-made curtains. When I make a curtain, that house look like the White House or Buckingham Palace house. So if anybody needs custom-made curtains,
No brochures?
huh?
No brochures? Just said I want to see the
Yes,
White
I
House
do.
curtain. I want to see
As a matter
something.
of fact,
Yeah.
I have
Curtain with it.